how has being an artist transformed your identity, Lauren? And specifically, what have you given up and what have you gained in the process?
I had a conversation with a colleague many years ago when I was working for a publishing company, and I discovered that this gentleman was an illustrator outside of the work that I knew him through. And I was like, oh, I got really excited. I was like, what are you doing about that? And he said, well, actually, I'm not really following that course because the life of an artist is one of struggle. And I looked at that potential journey ahead and decided that that's not for me. I was blown away at the time. I was very young. I was like, I'm going to be in this job for a year and then I'm going to break into my acting career. But one thing that hasn't changed for me is this idea that, to me, it's worth the struggle. He'll never know what he has either gained or lost by making that choice. But for me, I do know that if you are looking at this idea of is it worth the ups and downs, the highs and lows, is that better than the struggle of not having the highs and ups and downs? You know, is that worth the struggle of not being an artist? So this is quite clear. This is quite clear to me.
Okay.
That, you know, it's like that idea there's no room for regret.
Yeah.
What do you feel about this idea of struggle, or what you have gained or lost in this process?
I do think there are things that I have lost in the process of being an artist. Let me give you some examples.
Yeah.
Time and relationships. Now, it doesn't mean that it hasn't given to me on the other side, that I haven't gained relationships because of acting. But I certainly know that if I didn't, if I wasn't an artist, if I wasn't spending those late nights preparing auditions, making choices not to go out to ensure that I'm ready for filming, my life would have taken a different trajectory in that regard. Comfort. For me, there would have been a very steady 9-to-5 job, and I feel like my life.
This is what I mean.
been...
Would that be comfortable?
Well, great question. And I think that you raised that straight away and I went, oh, that's a really good point, right? But even mental health, like this is another conversation, right? I do think it's a bit of a zero-sum game again with mental health, because what it has taken away from me in certain ways, it has also provided colour and vibrancy to my life and to my mental health. So you asked the question, and why I wanted to put it to you so specifically was because this struggle is real, and there are things that it has taken from me. But would I do it again? 100% yes. The struggle is worth it.
Okay.
Yeah. The struggle is worth it. I'm more alive, less rigid, more expansive than I would if I wasn't an artist. So the struggle's worth it in my eyes.